In 2006, Sander Hendricks and his father journeyed out from their home in the Netherlands to go to Normandy Beach to just check out what had happened in the Allied invasion, November 6, 1944. Sander, a professional musician, trombone player and composer, came home quite amazed and stunned by what he saw and what he started to learn about. He contacted an organization that assigns local people to graves of American soldiers, local people in the Netherlands, to take care of these graves, individual people. There were only a couple left, and he got the grave of Robert Godfrey. And he just was intense in his concern about this whole process and taking care of the grave and putting flowers on it. And so he set out to do some research, try to find out some more about Robert Godfrey. Where was he from? How did he die? Does he have any relatives? Well, it turns out he's from Dearborn, Michigan. Went to Edsel Ford High School, was a trumpet player. About 10 years ago, Lisa Lark, who was mentioned earlier tonight, had started the Dearborn Memorial Project. And her passion was to find the soldiers who from Dearborn had died in World War I, World War II, Vietnam, the Korean War. And that's where she came up, the city came up with the 347 names that were mentioned earlier. So her search took her around the world, and when she checked into Margraten in the Netherlands, she came across Sander Hendricks, who was taking care of the grave of a former Dearborn resident. And so they connected up and communicated, and they both had been doing a lot of research about Robert and his family. And for Sander, Dearborn, Michigan, where was that? What was it all about? And in 2017, Sander wrote a march called Angels from the Sky to honor the American who was buried in the grave that he was taking care of. Now, he was a professional trombone player. He plays in the South Netherlands Philharmonic Orchestra, and once a year they come to Margraten and do a concert called the Liberty Concert, and so that was dear to his heart. More recently, Lisa let Sander know that the Motor City Brass Band would be playing at the memorial service today. And he asked her, and with the help of Martin Zbosnik, who has multiple talents, he works at the Ford Performing Arts Center and coordinates and does all sorts of things. We work closely with him because we have our four times a year concerts there. And together, they reached out to us and said, is there any way you can play this march? Well, it was written for concert band, and we're a brass band, but they're similar, and so I said, absolutely, send me the music and I'll write the brass band arrangement of this march, hoping that it wasn't not very good, because we had committed. Turns out it's a great march. So the multiple pieces of this puzzle came together to bring this march to you today. And then more recently, I learned that two of our members, Anna Opatich and Toby Komet, were in an adult drum and bugle corps in 2001, and they performed at that very cemetery. So quite a puzzle that the various pieces came together. So let's thank Lisa Lark once again for what she did to bring this march. So please enjoy Angels from the Sky.